In today's show, we're taking a look from McFarlane Toys, Gold Label, DC Multiverse, Project Superman, or Subject 1 from the Flashpoint Paradox. Stay tuned. All right, everyone, welcome back to the show. Welcome back. And man, am I ever excited for this review. You all know what a pain in the butt I am and how much I love the Flashpoint Paradox, and just wishing that McFarlane put together a Superman Subject 1. They call it Project 1, but I call it MS1 Subject 1. Together, I didn't think it would be possible. So I'm excited that we've got this. Guys, this show, because of my excitement, will have a little bit of spoilers so you understand the character and everything that goes with him. So let's get the boring stuff out of the way. McFarlane would have killed if you replaced this with some hands from my Superman guy here. Not to worry, I'm sure we can swap those out with other hands out there for him. So we got that out of the way. I was going to jump in the card. Oops, there's the bloopers you guys all love. Let me get him to stand up. Look, I think that's McFarlane's Spawn Ghost coming to get me to use the stand. So yeah, I guess it is needed. I'm off camera. I'm going to put him on the stand because we got a lot to go over. There you go. Thank you, Stan, for being there. So I'm going to jump in, guys, and let's take a look at Cyborg's arms. Man, I'm glad that we're going with the Cyborg. And I remember when it was introduced that this line was coming out, and it's that pain in the ass waiting all year for it. I remember people complaining that this was going to be oversized, but those of you that don't understand the Flashpoint, Cyborg in this universe is oversized. He's been given access to all kinds of military and access, and he's part of the with the president. So here he is. There's his muscles. Look at the detailing on the guns. Even before I opened it through the packaging, I can see all the detailings, the sculpt work, the phenomenal sculpt work that they did on this. It's not a regular hand. It is his cannon arm. So, guys, I can't wait to build this. What sucks is that we have to wait a whole year. McFarlane, I know you've got that deal with Target, but please, please stop that foolishness. Put that to the side. Let's take a look at his other arm. This is the one where he'll access that computer or whatever he's got going on. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of Cyborg, but I'm a big fan of the Flashpoint Cyborg because it looks a little different. When it comes to the Justice League Cyborg, I actually like the helmet one, the one where he's covered. There's something robotic, half human, half robot about it that I just enjoy. This just looks phenomenal. Look at that. I can't wait until we build this guy. And yes, for you guys out there, for you worms, like my boy Bone says, for you worms out there, yes, he's going to overpower. I mean, compared to this guy, but that's not fair because Subject 1 is a skinny dude. Now, let's jump into my favorite. Normally, you guys know that I prefer action figure photography, but this is from the source material. I'm happy that McFarlane didn't actually go all the way and make him that skinny of a Superman. And we're going to turn it around so you guys can read the card. Pause it there so you guys can read. All right. And yes, guys, this is Clark, but he doesn't know that. His name is Clark. It's only because Barry tells him in Flashpoint. But we are all collectors and we already know the Flashpoint story, so you should already know that. Now, with that said, guys, what I love about Flashpoint Beyond is that it's once again the story continues. The Flashpoint is recreated and nobody knows why it was recreated again. However, in this universe, the story takes off where the other one left off. Nobody knows why they're there. Nobody knows why they reappeared. However, Superman, or Subject One, which is what I like to call him, he's now familiarized to being a superhero. He's even donned a red cape. And I know that I got some slack for it because I said it. But again, if anybody knows the source material, is me, because this is one of my ultimate favorite stories, and I know it like the back of my hand. So, McFarlane, we're going to jump in to look at your figure, to look at the details, and then we'll look at the articulation. But I'm glad you didn't make him that skinny, but he did give him sort of like the Catwoman arms. So they are skinny, so he looks sickly, but I still love it. Look at that. And look at his face. A guy who's been put away, stored away in a containment, surrounded by Krypton, being tortured. So this is just absolutely work of art. A lot of people are probably going to hate on this figure. That's okay. My collection is welcoming him, and since I bought two, the second one is for me to put a cape on him, like he has in the graphic novel, the Batman, the Flashpoint Beyond. And spoiler alert, guys! Not only does he have a cape, but what's unique about the story is that he tends to find his Kryptonian crystals or something like that has the history of his world or where he comes from. And instead of going to the Arctic or in the North Pole, wherever he goes to set up his fortress, he actually becomes friends with Poison Ivy and with Swamp Thing, and they create, using the living creatures and the vines, his Fortress of Solitude. So the S1 is there. It's funny because there were times that when I would look at the emblem, it almost looks like a putting green with the flag, where the S1 is there. So that always makes me laugh. It's a very basic thing, but it's showing you how skinny he really is, how sickly he was. So again, it's not anything fancy. Would have preferred extra hands. He's got an open hand here, but let's go ahead and jump into the articulation. He does look that way, perfectly fine. He can look up, he can look down. And I will tell you that he does fight with Batman, Thomas Wayne, but Thomas got his ass whooped. So just letting you know that. His arms are on a bushing. They feel really loose, very smooth. He does have a bicep swivel. You guys can see that there. Sorry for hitting the camera. You guys can see that there. He does have that there. As you guys can see, he's got that there, double jointed. He does have a middle swivel there, and a little bit of that waist swivel there because of the diaper. He's got the McFarlane mechanism, which is what I call it. He can kick out this far, but the diaper does stop it. He does have double jointed knees. And last but not least, guys, we can see the improvement from McFarlane. He sculpted the mechanism into the boot, so you do get that in there. There you go. He does do that there, and we get a toe articulation. So overall, guys, this may not be everybody's favorite figure, but the fact that I can build my Flashpoint universe is what makes me happy. I was looking at the back of the box, and I couldn't tell that he's going to give us a Barry Allen, a Flash from that with a unmasked head, which is fine. However, the last figure, I'm kind of hoping that the last figure that is going to come out is the evil Wonder Woman. But if it's not, the only one that I can think of is Ocean Master. And to be honest with you, I do have an Ocean Master gold label, but I also did order the Ocean Master from the Page Punchers because I really like that one. The uniform is definitely different, and it's got that Flashpoint look to it. So with that said, guys, love this figure, love everything about it. It's just a simple figure. There's not much to it, but sometimes less is more. And for somebody who's excited about someone making something from the Flashpoint this just speaks volumes to me. So love this subject one, love this figure. So with that said, guys, let me know in the comments if you're excited about this or if you're just waiting to put it together to get that Cyborg, which again, I'm also excited about that as well. Let me know, guys, if you like today's show. Please hit the like notification, hit the bell to get notified. And last but not least, you beautiful people out there have been helping me grow this channel. Please subscribe. Give me feedback on what you like and what you don't like. Flashpoint is definitely the universe for me. Love it a lot. Love that story. I've collected everything that has to do with that universe. So it's definitely near and dear to my heart. So with that said, me and Clark, which he doesn't know that we're friends, we're done with this review. There's nothing else. So we are done, and we thank you for watching, and we are